it's funny what Governor Palin and the power that she had, you know, with one Facebook blog about death panels. She really defined the debate, because this is the type of thing that we do see with countries that have socialized medicine. For example, they put a price on the years of productivity and how much they'll spend on health care in Europe. So this should be a real concern for people as we debate this, shouldn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And look, the book is designed to encourage people towards a certain direction, which is to give up and accept pain. In fact, you know what? There's an interesting page in here. Page 99 lists a series of disease groups that people could reach out to as resources. But when it comes to advanced directives, what to do at your end of your life to give guidance to your physician and your family, it lists one group, compassionate choices, and it gives their phone number and their log site. What they don't tell you, however, is that really is the name of, and I've got a high-tech graphic here from the Fox graphics department, that is the Hemlock Society that is referenced there. This is a group that believes in assisted suicide.
Hey, could you put that back
Veterans
up?
Administration. Look at that. Isn't that special?
Did you draw
a lot of time and energy went into that.
Did you draw
See,
that?
It's got a little glass of poison over there.
I was going to ask you, did you draw that little glass of poison?
Well, look, the Fox high-tech graphics department did that, especially the Austin branch down here in Austin tonight. But, you know, look, it's amazing that the government would have an ideologue like Dr. Perlman, who wrote these books, who is a witness in assisted suicide cases, who writes in the resources that you have to that he has in this book, that you ought to go to an assisted suicide group. That's the kind of guidance we're giving returning veterans. And I got to tell you, people ought to read this document. It is a scary. If you're not worried about government health care, you read this book and you will be.
Well, and this is what was in the House version, and it was interesting because the Democrats denied it, and then they promised to take it out, because I read the bill, 425 to 430, end-of-life counseling sessions every 5 years or more for the elderly, which you know it's going to be some government bureaucrat that's basically telling you how to save money. You've lived a good life. You don't want to be a burden to your children. I mean, it's right there in the bill, and yet they denied it and then took it out. That didn't make sense to me. Your thoughts?
Yeah, well, I agree. And look, historically, we have insulated this very important decision, a very personal decision, from government. We've put it in the hands of our family attorney, our families, and our faith counselors, our faith community. Those have been the people who have helped individuals come to these important decisions. And it really, we ought to be very careful about turning this over to the government when the government has so many incentives, or to agents of the government. What the House bill does is it pays doctors in order to give this counseling. Doctors aren't lawyers. Doctors aren't ethicists. Doctors don't have the background of your pastor or your preacher or your Monsignor, and yet that's exactly what you know, the bill did. It's been very nervous. It was an interesting piece to me in the Washington Post by Charles Lane, who is definitely left of center. He is a Washington Post editorial page writer, and even he said he was deeply troubled by the institutionalization that we would have of government-derived, government-directed guidance in these areas, and we can see what it would look like by looking at what the VA did.